Hi, I am Lopa Mudrashen. Welcome back to my channel Electronic Science Tutorial. I will start a new lecture series on NTA UGC NET and West Bengal SET exam for Electronic Science subject. Those who are not follow my channel, please follow my channel. If you like my channel, then please like, share and subscribe my channel. So let's start our class. Welcome back to my channel with a new lecture series on VLSI technology, that is Epitaxy. It is very much important topic for you guys, those who are trying to crack NTA UGC NET exam for electronic science. And also it is very important topic for West Bengal SET exam. In Unit 2 of the electronic science syllabus, this topic is placed. In previous class, I already talked about the crystal growth technique for IC fabrication. Those who are not, check out my channel. Please follow and do like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay. So let's start our class. Here we talk about some important points of crystal growth technique. So we are very much familiar with the crystal structure of silicon. And also we know what are the common defects that is possible to present in a practical crystal, right? In previous class of the VLSI technology series, we have discussed about the two main crystal growth technique. One is Bridgman technique and the other one is CZ technique, right? We have seen that though the Bridgman crystal growth technique is simpler, but it will give a lot of defects and dislocations in the crystal, and therefore almost all universally silicon is grown by CZ technique. Okay, CZ technique is more complicated, more expensive equipment is needed, but it will give us much better quality of crystal. Okay, which is much lesser defect density, because the crystal as it is growing, it is not constricted by the confinement of any boat. Okay, so in contrast of Bridgman technique, it is different, but still it is not the perfect crystal growth technique that we would like to have for certain applications. Okay, the primary source of problems in a CZ grown crystal is due to the oxygen, and if this oxygen is beyond a certain limit, then this oxygen will be precipitated inside the crystal. Okay, but if we are trying to fabricate a power device on such a material, then those devices may have lower breakdown voltage or higher leakage current. Okay, so if we are very particular about the application, then it may be necessary to further purify the CZ grown crystal, and this process is called zone refining technique. The zone refining technique is very much expensive technique. We all know that in order to get some, you have to give some. So you pay in order to get a better quality of crystal. This technique is more expensive, and the idea of zone refining is fairly simple. Okay. So these are the important points of crystal growth technique. So here we talk about the epitaxy process. For various applications, just having this bulk single crystal is not enough, right? If we think one example, that is bipolar junction transistor, and how this bipolar junction transistor is to be grown. So first we consider or started out in order to make an NPN transistor. Okay. So first we consider a p-type substrate. Then after the buried layer diffusion, we had to carry out an epitaxy in order to have the N region grown on top of this p-type crystal. Okay. So remember this, that N crystal grown on top of the p-type bulk crystal, and the actual device housed in this epitaxial portion. Okay, not in the bulk crystal, right? So just having this bulk crystal may not be the sufficient for our needs. For that we have to use epitaxy, which brings us to the second processing step after crystal growth, that is epitaxy. Okay, so what does epitaxy mean? Actually, epitaxy is a combination of two Greek words. Epi means upon and taxis means ordered. That is, it is a term applied to processes used to grow a thin crystalline layer on a crystalline substrate. In the epitaxial process, the substrate wafer acts as a seed crystal. Okay. So please try to understand the difference between the bulk crystal growth and epitaxy. By the bulk crystal growth, we grow a big crystal. We cut the entire wafer disk from the crystal. Once we get such bulk material, we can grow a thin layer, which is much thinner than this bulk crystal thickness. That thin crystalline layer will be arranged on top of this already existing bulk single crystal. Okay, that is epitaxy. So an epitaxial layer will always be much thinner compared to the thickness of our bulk crystal, and this is very important and very interesting point of epitaxial layer. Okay, so here we end today's session. I think you will understand this topic, that is what is epitaxy process and what does it mean. In next class we talk about the detailing of the epitaxial process. Okay, with this we have come to the end of our session. I hope you like this video. Thank you friends. If you like my video then please do like, share and subscribe my channel. फिर मिलते हैं एक नई वीडियो के साथ. Thank you.